Hi everyone, today we are going to make a potion system, so you will be able to buy potions with Robux and it will increase coins or another value for a certain amount of time. So let's get straight into it. Okay, so just to show you what I'm starting off with, I've got a little button down here I've made, and I've added in a local script which will increase our coins value every time you click it. If you want to know how to make a button which gives you points, then there's plenty of tutorials online. We can make one ourselves, just let us know in the comments, or I can just simply assist you. Now, go into server script service, and if you don't already have Leaderstats, let's go and make it. If you do, there'll be a timestamp on the screen now you can skip to. So to create Leaderstats, we simply need to make game.players.playerAdded :connect function. Go away, sea cleaner. Yeah, function and then player. So when a player joins the game, the player will be passed into here, and then we'll be able to say local Leaderstats equals instance.new folder, and then we want Leaderstats.name equals Leaderstats. And it must be spelled just like that. Now after this folder, I'm going to put a comma and then player, and that will put the folder inside of the player. Now we're going to make our coins value, so local coins equals instance.new, and this will be an int value. Local, now we need to say coins.value is going to be set to 0 by default, but we also need to give it a name, so coins.name equals coins. We need to, under our Leaderstats, after this in value, we need to put comma, Leaderstats, like that. Now it'll work. You see coins, and we can increase it here. Awesome. Now let's actually start making this potion stuff. First thing we want to do under Starter GUI is make a new folder, and we're going to rename this to Potion. I'm just going to call it Potion GUI. This is where all of our GUI for our potions are going to be. We're going to add in a Screen GUI, and we're going to rename it to Potion GUI. I know that's kind of got the exact same name as the folder it's in, but we're not actually going to put anything in this folder directly. This is where all our potions are going to go to be organised. You'll see a bit more later. I'm now going to duplicate this and rename it to Potion Shop GUI, and this will be where we actually buy the potions. So we are going to have stuff in here. So in here, let's add a frame, and I'm going to set the size to, I think I'm going to set the size to 0.45, 0.650. Yeah, let's deal with that. Put it maybe up there. Position, let's just kind of have it central at the screen like that. Now, if you don't know a lot about UI, we can do tutorials on that. Just let us know. To our frame, I'm going to add in a UI corner just to kind of round it off, make it look a bit nicer, and we're going to add in another frame inside of here. Now before we actually deal with this frame, I'm going to delete that frame. I'm going to add in a text label, and we're going to call it title. This is going to be the name of the shop, so we're going to expand that across there. In fact, actually, I'm going to do this manually. So for the size, we're going to say 1, 0, 0.10. Let's see what that's like. Yep, that works. I'm going to turn off the outline, and I'm going to maybe give it like a dark blue colour. And I'm also going to duplicate this UI corner and put it in the title. Now I'm going to copy this colour here, and I'm going to put it in this frame. Just kind of spice up the UI a bit. Make this a bit lighter, like so. Now we need to make a close button, so button, add a text button. We'll rename this to close. I'm going to make the size 0.2, 0, 0.2, 0. We'll see how big that is. Okay, that's quite big. You know what, we'll resize it. Like that. In fact, actually, we'll make it even smaller. And then just place it up there. I'm going to make it red. Make the text white, scale it up, and I'll rename button to X. Now in this title, I'm going to rename this to Potion Shop. I'm going to scale it up, make it white, because that's a nice contrast to this blue up here. And I'm going to change the font to maybe Source Sans Bold. Okay, we're going to add in another frame now, and we're going to position this. We're going to set the size to 1, 0, 1, 0. And we get this thing here. Now let's actually position this. Now we're just going to drag this down here. Make sure our position is 0, 0, 0, 0 first, and then we're going to drag this top bit down until it's just below the title. This is going to be our content. You could rename this from frame to content. I'm just going to leave it as frame for now. As long as we know what it is, it doesn't really matter. I'm now going to add in a UI list layout. So UI list layout, and this will lay out our item. I'm also going to set the transparency on this frame to 1, so we can't actually see it. And we're going to add the items now. So we'll add a frame. These will be the potions. So this will be item. I don't know what, I'm only going to make one potion, but you can make as many as you want. Now within this item, we're going to need quite a few things. So I'm going to add in a UI corner, first of all, just to make things look a bit nicer. And we're also going to resize it to maybe, let's try 0.94, 0, 0.2, 0. Let's try that. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Let's try reposition this, maybe. Okay, so we just need to change some values on the list layout. Let's go to scale on the padding, make it 0.1. That will give us a bit of space. And we want to change this horizontal alignment to center, and vertical alignment to center as well. Now what you'll see is as you add more, it will kind of sort it out, but because I've only got one, it's going to be smack center. If you of course are only having one, you don't actually need the list layout, you can just kind of position it yourself. But I'm going to add it for the sake of easiness when we add more in the future. In fact, actually no, I'm not, I'm just going to completely remove it, because I've only got one potion. If you're going to have more, do keep it. Okay, now in this item, we need to add quite a few things, but first I'm just going to make it look a bit nicer and give it a dark, kind of like a darker shade of blue, like that. Okay, within this item, we need to add in a name, so let's add a text label. We'll call it name. Okay, I'm going to set the size of this to 0.86, 0, 0. No, I'm not, sorry, this 0 here, I want to be 0.52, let's try that. Yeah, that works. And then the position 0.13. Actually, let's just drag it like that, because we're going to have an image here. Okay, now I'm going to set the background transparency to 1. I'm going to make the color of the label white. Make it bold. Make it bold. Not bald, bold. I'm going to make it bold. And I'm going to rename this to 2 times coins. Why not? Okay, and we're going to scale that up. Now what we're going to do is duplicate this name, and we're going to call this one price. We're simply going to drag it down. Only difference this time is we're going to bring it in a bit, because we're going to have a purchase button. Now this here will become cost, and this will be the cost of the potion. So in my case, it's going to cost 50 Robux. Okay, and I could scale that down a little bit, like that. So it's going to cost 50 Robux. Now we're actually going to add in an image label. This will be our icon. So what we can do here, let me change the size of this to 0.1, 0, 0.1, 0, and now we can resize it again. Like that. This will be our image here. So if we have a potion image, we can drag that into here. Now I don't have an image, so I can't put anything in there, but if you do, you can put an image in there. Now what we want to do is, I'm actually going to add a UI corner to our icon, just to make it look nicer again. And now we need to add in the button. This is where a lot of our script will be. We're going to rename this text button to buy. I'm going to just set the size once again, 0.2, 0, 0.1, 0. See how big that is. Okay, that definitely needs resizing. Place it down here, make it a bit bigger like that, and bring it down. And then I'm going to make it green. I'm going to add in a UI corner, make it green. Then I'm going to make the text say purchase. And then the colour will be white. And we're going to scale it up, like so. Might even make it a bold font. Now let's program the button. So this is where it gets quite confusing. We need to add in a local script. And in this script, let's create a local player variable, which will be our player. So game.players.localPlayer. We also need to make a debounce, which we're going to by default set to false. so they can't just keep buying and buying and buying them, although they won't actually be able to anyway. So we can, okay, then we want to say script.parent.mousebutton one click :connect function. Okay, now what we're going to want to do is prompt a purchase. So to do this, we actually need to make another variable up here called local service, and we're going to set that to game :get service. This will be marketplace service, and down here we need to say service prompt product purchase, and then in here we need the player, and we need the ID of the dev product. So we're going to make local ID equals, and now let's head over to our project. Okay, so you'll see if we go to our project over here in the creator dashboard, we can go to associated items. Let's click that. We can create developer products. Hit create developer product. I'm going to call it 2 times coins potion, and I'm going to set the price to 50 because that was our price in the product. Create developer product. We need a description. No, we don't. So the changes have failed. Now why is that? I'm just going to rename this to coins potion and have a look. It could be to do with we've got a number in our title, which it was. So we've got, oh, it's because we already have one that exists. Oh, it didn't make it. Okay, once we go on our potion, what we want to do is up in the URL. So we want to click our potion or our game pass and go up to the second ID in the URL and copy that. Now we're going to, where we've got this local ID equals, we're going to paste in our ID there. Now we're going to add in a script into this buy, and we're going to clear this hello world, and we need to say game.marketplaceService.processReceipt equals function, and then receipt info. So whenever a developer product is purchased, it is going to call this function basically. Now we need to say local player equals game.players: get player by user ID, and that will be the receipt info dot player ID. Okay, so now we need to see if receipt info dot product ID is equal to, and then our product ID, then we want to return enum.product purchase decision dot purchase granted. This will return that we've actually purchased the product. Now before we return this, there's a few things we need to do. We need to actually give the player our potion. So we need to say if player. Now before we can do that, we need to go back under our GUI and we need to make an item. Okay, so under our potion GUI, now our folder potion GUI, we need to add in a frame, and I'm going to call this coins potion. Now you can call this whatever you want. I'm just going to call it coins potion. Within here, we are going to want, well, first of all, we want to resize. So let's put it in this potion GUI so we can see it. Actually, now before we can do that, we need to add in another frame as well, and this will become potion view, and we're going to set that to maybe 0.35, 0.8, 0. Okay, maybe not that, like that. We basically what we want is we want to cover this area down here, like that. That's what we want. We want to cover this area. This is where our potions are going to be organized, and we can make this transparent. We don't even need to know it's there. Now let's put our coins potion in the potion view, which we need to add a UI list layout to, UI list layout, and the settings for this layout are going to be 0.2 padding, 0 maybe. Horizontal we want, not vertical, and probably put it on the left there, and then the vertical alignment I'm going to put the center, like that. Okay, and now under our coins potion again, we're going to want the icon. So first of all, I'd say that's a good size. Let's scale that, so 0.1, 0, 0.1, 0, and scale it again. So I'm going to make it 100 by 100. I'm going to drag it out the potion view to do that. Actually, no, I'm going to put it in there. Keep it in there. So 100 by 100. Get that how we want it. Like that. And we want to add an icon. Now, to add an icon, we want to add in an image label. And we'll rename this to icon. Now, once again, this will be the picture of our of our potion. I'm going to set this to 0.1, 0, 0.8, 0. No, sorry, 1, 0, 0.8, 0. So it will cover all of that area, and it will leave us a bit of gap down here. Now, within this gap, I'm going to add in a text label, and we'll rename this to time. And I'm going to set this to 1010, and I can scale it down to fill this gap manually. And then this will be timer. I'm just going to set the text to timer for now. Now, I won't code the timer just yet. I want to do one thing first. We're going to put the coins potion up in potion GUI again, and we're going to go back to our script. Now, what we need to actually do is we need to check that we don't have the boost. So if player.potions, we haven't made this yet, but we will shortly, coins boost active question mark dot value equals false, then local potion GUI equals script dot parent. So let's follow this along. So script dot parent becomes the item, dot parent becomes the frame, dot parent becomes the next frame, dot parent becomes potion shop GUI, dot parent becomes potion shop GUI folder, or the potion GUI folder, and then dot coins potion, which is this thing down here. Now we're going to drop down and say local new potion GUI equals potion GUI colon clone. This will duplicate this potion, and then we're going to say new potion GUI dot parent equals script dot parent, so that's the buy, dot parent is the item, dot parent's the frame, dot parent's the frame, dot parent's the potion shop GUI, dot parent dot potion GUI dot potion view. Now I know there's a lot of parents and it's very confusing. Just make sure your code is exactly the same. Then we need to say player dot potions coins boost active question mark dot value equals true. And now after this end, before we return, we want to say player dot potions gems boost sex dot value plus equals 15 times by 60. So this 15, this is the number of minutes, and this is timesing it by seconds to get it in seconds. So the number of minutes here, put in the number of minutes you want. So when you buy this potion, I want it to have 15 minutes of the potion, so I'm going to put 15 here. If you want an hour, you'd put 60. If you want half an hour, you'd put 30. And now we need to add one more bit down here. Script.parent.parent.parent.parent.parent.parent dot coins potion dot time dot local script. We've not made this yet, but we will do. Dot remote event dot on server event colon connect function player, and in here we're going to put if player dot potions gems boost active question mark dot value equals true, then player dot potions gems boost active, gems boost sex dot value minus equals 1. Now this will count our seconds down. Now that is a lot to take in, trust me. But what we need to do now is under our coins potion, under our time, we're going to add in a local script. And now we need to format into hours, minutes, and seconds. So function format, and we're going to take in an int in here. Now what we're going to do in this function, we're simply going to return string.format percentage 0 to I. This will format, and then int. This will format our string. And now we want to function convert to hours, minutes, and seconds. And then in here we're going to put in seconds. So these are the seconds we want to convert. Local minutes equals seconds minus seconds percent 60. Now this is very hard to explain, this code. This is like a kind of copy code. It's not this is not easy to understand, trust me. It's kind of maths, a bit of maths and computing put together, so just kind of follow along here. Seconds equals seconds minus minutes times 60. Local hours equals minutes minus minutes percentage 60 divided by 60. minutes equals minutes minus hours percentage 60, and then we're going to return format hours dot dot colon dot dot format minutes dot dot colon dot dot format seconds, like so. Now we'll say local timer equals convert to HMS game dot players dot local player dot potions coins boost sex dot value, and then we want while wait 1, because every second we want to decrease it, do timer equals convert to HMS, copy that value again, paste that in there, and then script dot parent dot text equals timer script dot remote event colon fire server, and under this remote event, under this script, sorry, we want to add in a remote event. Okay, now under our leader stats, I'm going to drop down, I'm going to say potions here. I'm going to basically divide this into the potions now. So local potion folder equals instance.new folder, comma, this will be under the player. Potion folder dot name equals potions. Now we'll say local, we need our coins boost active equals instance.new bool the value, so true or false, potion folder, coins boost active dot name equals coins boost active question mark, coins boost active dot value, by default we want to set to false. Now I'm just going to copy all of this. In fact, I'm actually going to put a couple more lines through there, and this will be coins boost mins, or sex rather, and then this will become coins boost sex. We don't need the question mark, and the value here will be set to 0, and this will not be a bool value, it will be an int value, and that should be 0. And there we go. Okay, now we need to make a new script, and we're going to call this Datastore, and this is going to be a bit more complicated. So this will be our Datastore. So we've done quite a few videos on these. So local ds equals game colon get service Datastore service. If you want more in-depth explanation, then you can go watch the video tagged above now, and we'll just call that Datastore. Game.players.player added colon connect function player. We're gonna wait, then local key equals user underscore dot dot player dot user ID. Local save value 1 equals player dot leaderstats dot coins. Local save value 2 equals player dot potions coins boost active question mark. Then I'm going to copy that. Local save value 3 equals coins boost sex. Okay, now local get saved equals ds colon get async key. If get saved, then save value 1 dot value equals get saved 1. Copy that, paste that two more times because we've got 3 values. Save value 2 and 3, and then get saved 2 and 3. And then we want to drop and say else local numbers for saving equals save value 1 dot value, save value 2 dot value, and save value 3 dot value. Then ds colon get async key numbers for saving. Okay, now we need to say if save value 2 dot value is equal to true, then this means our potion is active. We need to say local potion GUI, because we need to duplicate it and put it in our folder, equals player, wait for child, player GUI, wait for child, potion GUI, wait for child, gems potion, coins potion, sorry. So I keep saying gems potion because the script I'm getting this off of is from another game I've helped make, and that uses gems, not coins. So I do apologise. Local new potion GUI is going to be equal to potion GUI clone. And then our new potion GUI dot parent will be equal to player GUI dot potion GUI dot potion GUI dot potion view. Copy that. Now, actually, we don't need to, but you'd copy that and paste it for each boost you have. Okay, now we just need game.players.player removing connect function player local save value 1. In fact, actually, I'm just going to copy these up here, paste them down here. Replace those with player. DS set async user underscore. I don't know if, yeah, user underscore dot player dot user ID, comma, and now we need save value 1 dot value, save value 2 dot value, and save value 3 dot value into here. And that should now work. Now let's go to game settings, security, and we want to make sure enable studio access to API services is on. Okay, now to actually apply the boost, we simply need to go over to where our click button is. So let me find that. I'm going to close this potion GUI now. I'm going to keep it visible for now because I don't have a button to enable and disable it. So let me go under screen GUI to our text button. And then what we need is if player or game.players.localPlayer .potions .coins boost, in fact actually we need that, coins boost active question mark dot value is equal to true, then we need to add 1 again. That will 2 times our clicks. Simple maths. Now if we hit play, there's 2 ways this can go. It will or will not work. We need to add the remote event to this local script. Oh yeah, so under our time in the potion GUI, you may encounter some errors, just make sure that they are all gone. So under our time here, time.local script, remote event is not a valid member. Yeah, it is. It's because there we put remove event and not remote event. Oh dear. Let's fix that. So under our script, we've got remove event. We need remote event. That's my bad. Let's hit play again. We've got no immediate errors. Let's try this. So it's giving us 1 per click. If we now hit purchase, would you like to buy 2 times coins potion? Yes. Potion is not a valid member of players.ecircuit336. And that's because we put potion and not potions. And as you can see, in most of our script we've got potions, but some we've only got potion. So so let's simply Control-Shift-F, potion, search potion, and what we want to do is click match whole word. There's only one place where we've done this wrong, so let's just simply add an S on the end there. And problem should be resolved. Let's try this again. That is the problem with code like this. It's a lot of trial and error. It's not actually saved our data, so we'll have to look at that. But let's buy this potion, and we get our 2 times clicks, 15 minutes, and now it gives us 2 times. We should be able to buy it again, and it'll go up to 30 minutes. Yep. And as you can see, it just increases. Now it should save, but it doesn't look like it is. Let's try one more time. So it is saving, but it won't save our coins, and that is because I am changing my coins in the local script. I'm changing my coins in a local script and not a normal script. Sorry, where is my click? Down here. Where I should be changing it in a normal thing, in a normal script. So let me just add a script in here. I'll add in a remote event under here. And then I can just copy that, paste it into, in fact I'll copy all of that, paste it into here, but this will be script.parent.localScript.remote-event.onServerEvent::connect. Then in here we're going to pass in the player, and we just need to say player. We don't need game.players.localPlayer. So player, player, and player, like so. And now what we need to do is go under our local script. We can remove all of that, and we just need to call script.remote-event::fire server, like that. And now it should work. Let's try this again, and our coins should save. Click in, so we're still getting 2 times. Now if we come off of this, in fact I'm actually going to click current client, go into players, go into our potion, and I'm going to change our seconds. Now we've got to do this quite quick because it moves, so we can hit pause, but it will still move because it's the server moving it. So we need to be very quick, Control A and then 3, or just change it to something. I'm going to change it to 30. That didn't work at all. There we go, I managed to change it to 38. Now I'm going to exit. It should save at 35 seconds. We've got 40 coins. Let's hit play again. 40 coins, 34 seconds. Now we can watch it run out. This won't actually close. We've not programmed the close button yet, so we'll get on that in a minute. As soon as this runs out, it should disappear. Now we may actually encounter a problem. Let's open up our potion script. When it goes below 0, it may not make it invisible or false. Yeah, it doesn't set it to false. Instead, it just goes negative, and it keeps counting down. So let's fix that. Okay, so I think the best way of fixing this is if we go to our script where we are minusing 1, we need to then check under here if player.post. Let's just simply copy all of it. In fact, yeah, let's copy all of this code. I'm going to say active is equal to true. Then if player.potions, once again, we're just going to copy this, but rather than this, we want coin boost sex.value is less than or equal to 0. Then we're going to say coins boost player.potions.coins boost active dot value is going to be equal to false, and we're going to then set our seconds to 0. Dot value equals 0. For the next time we buy it, it can go back up. And then we of course also need to make sure that our potions disappear. So player dot player GUI dot potion GUI dot potion GUI dot potion view colon find first child. This would be the coins boost coins potion. I think that's what we called it. Is that what we called it? Yeah, coins potion. Dot parent equals script dot parent 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 dot potion GUI. Okay, so we can remove one dot parent. So script dot parent is buy, dot parent is item, dot parent is frame, dot parent is frame, dot parent is potion shop GUI, dot parent is potion GUI. Perfect. That should now work. So let's try this again. Although it will disappear now because it's less than 0. As you can see, it disappears. Let me go under here. Let me make it true. Actually, I'm going to set our seconds to 5. I didn't mean to delete it. I accidentally deleted it. Oh dear. Let's try that again and not delete it this time. So we're going to set the value to 5, and I'm going to set this to true. You see that's ticking down now. Okay, I'm actually going to have to buy it first to be able to see it. Okay, 14 minutes. Let's do some crazy stuff really quick. Make that 15. You've got to type that in really quick to fight the script. Just saying, if you're struggling, you've got to do it really quick. Okay, 5, 4, with a bit of luck it will disappear. 3, 2, 1, and it disappears. Perfect. Ignore this down here, that is probably because of my little doo-doo. Now Now let's fix this close button. So where we've got close, let's add in a local script. Script.parent.mouse button 1 click colon connect function, and then we'll say script.parent.parent.parent.visible. So script.parent. Oh yeah, we just want script.parent.parent. We don't want 3 parents. So .parent.visible equals false, and that will now make that disappear. I don't actually have a button to make it reappear, but that's something you can go and do yourself. There we go, and it disappears. Perfect. We now have our potion system. So everyone, thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. Sorry it was very long and a lot harder than our normal videos, but this is kind of more of an advanced topic and something that is a lot harder to do. As you can see here, we've got a lot of stuff we've created, so well done, pat on the back if you've done it, and I'll see you in the next video hopefully everyone. So thanks for watching and goodbye.